Yo.
Yo,
We out here on to week two. Week two. Thank
can you hear
God.
me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Can't hear you, sweetie. Can't hear you. KG, you're still on the construction panel.
You could bet that. We getting there. We getting there. We getting there. We getting there.
So it's week two, partner. Week two. Um,
Finally on to week two after a rough week one.
rough week, man. Sloppy all about the place. Um,
Stop it throughout the whole NFL.
I think so too. The game last night.
But the Seahawks,
The Seahawks and the Broncos. As we all know, the Seahawks beat the Broncos.
was seventeen
questionable,
sixteen.
questionable call in the final seconds of that game where you 4th and 5. You have Russell Wilson as your quarterback, and you up to kick for a 60 something yard field goal.
You can hear me?
What is? Fix that part. Fix that.
Technical difficulties.
You got shot, man.
Technical difficulties with this mic.
Nah. Yeah, and you decided to kick a 64-yard field goal instead of giving Russ a chance to convert on 4th and 5.
Right, exactly.
I don't know. I don't know what these coaches be thinking.
So I think he's a young improving coach, but still you should put it in your quarterback hands. Your quarterback is a seasoned veteran, a Super Bowl champion who has done it in his leagues. So you should put it in his hands.
A future Hall of Famer.
Exactly.
And you pay all that money to bring Russell Wilson there, and you ain't give him that shot.
hmm
You know,
You know what I mean? But that team looked sluggish from the start. You know what I mean? Team wasn't ready to play. That team wasn't ready to play.
You can hear me?
Yeah,
yeah, we
you
got.
know.
All right.
Yeah.
I just do. I still question the call. Even if the team had looked sluggish, the team was in a position to win that game. And 4th and 5, you pay all that money to get Russell Wilson on your team, and you don't give him a chance.
True.
I'd rather Russell Wilson lose that game than lose that game and missing a 64-yard field goal.
Also,
I just don't understand that.
the two running backs, Gardner and Williams.
Yeah,
You couldn't come up with a better run game plan or something to get them guys in the end zone. If you know you work the first time, you don't think that you should at least put Russell Wilson on the center and run single back or if farm formation something and get those guys in the end zone?
uh, I don't know.
How about even a quarterback sneak?
True.
But you don't just max protect, run from under center, and run it into the end zone. What happened to that? What happened to all smash mode football?
Right.
All you needed was a touchdown, and that was it. You would have had the game. That's all you needed.
That- You had to do that much. You just had to get into the end zone.
So it was a bunch of missteps from the coaching staff and the coaching staff itself. That team wasn't ready to play. That team didn't come to play. But I mean, you see, you saw it through the whole NFL. The Bengals looked they weren't ready to play neither because Joe Burrow came out there and threw 4 picks.
It's for each other.
Yeah, 4 picks, 4 interceptions for Joe Burrow. Derek Carr came out there, looked kind of sluggish, two or 3 interceptions too as well.
Mm-hmm.
Then after you look at the Falcons with Texans, they tied. So it's like a lot of teams weren't ready to play. Like actually, week one was actually the preseason.
I think so too.
Week one wasn't. No, probably you might see some better football week two. You also saw kickers mixing kicks. I mean, than expected. Um, I think you guys don't play the to Chicago.
We don't
So it's like
play. We don't play a lot of things.
exactly. So it's like it's just week one.
It does be one.
It's only the teams who have continuity, but actually the teams who actually are winning games. The Chargers, the Bills, the Chiefs.
Hmm.
Those teams are ready to go. Those teams played good solid football, dominated on both sides of the ball. And all three phases, I should say. The damn Chiefs put up what, 44 points on Arizona.
Yep. Easy.
Yeah.
Easily.
So
Easily. That game was out of hand before the halftime. Before halftime.
exactly. But also it's also not playing in the preseason.
Does it come back down to only having 3 weeks in preseason instead of four?
I think in that I think if they actually played for those I think if the starters played all all three preseason games, then you probably would have seen better football this week, last week I would say. But being that they didn't play, probably only one preseason game, that was it.
If that, I don't think starters
Right.
play a full
They
preseason
only play
game.
like they only play like probably 1 or 2 series, and that was it. So you
Right.
didn't have enough time to build chemistry. You would think that the joint practices would have given them enough time to build chemistry, but I guess not. But the thing is that these coaches are looking at the injury factor. You don't want to go into preseason, playing preseason game, then after you have most of your players come out injured, then after you gotta be limping into the regular season for the first couple weeks.
Hmm.
Then the next thing you know, by the time your players get healthy, is you don't have it through the season. You don't out of a playoff push or playoff run or whatever. So you can't be able you won't be able to build straight or anything like that. So pretty much that's how it is.
I agree.
We got Carolina Panthers back.
We
But
back. We back again. We back and we smooth.
Okay, okay.
Mhm. So, onwards to week 2 now. I have to play the Seahawks, who had looked damn good last. Gino looked like freaking the next coming of Tom Brady last night.
It's week one. We don't know. We don't know what to expect from
Good
Gino.
week, man. I don't expect him to Gino.
After a couple of games, you will see the truth, the real true Gino.
Right. Like I was talking to
Gino is a backup at best. He will never be a starter,
exactly. And I
a
was talking
polished
about
starter
my
in this league.
yeah, I was talking about my buddies today. I was say Gino had something to prove last night. You know what I'm saying? Playing against Russell, you had that extra emotion. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's bring your ass back down to reality now. Week 2. The season start now. You know, they gotta play us. I think they're playing us in San Fran. Yeah, because I think they're playing in San Fran. Yeah, we play in San Fran.
So what's
So
the talk in San Fran? Is there anybody calling for Jimmy to start?
before the fucking second quarter of the first game of week 1, they were calling for Jimmy to start. You know what I'm saying? Like in it got some real people out there who can talk sense, and then it got some assholes, right? The real people talking like I listened to Jerry Rice today. Like Jerry Rice say, when you look at Trey Lance had a very good game for starting his first real starting game in the season for playing in rain where he never played before.
Right.
He had a good game. He had one interception. Any rookie can throw that interception. The way how the corner play that ball, it was outstanding play by the defense. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was very outstanding.
You talking about Eddie Jackson?
Eddie Jackson. It was a
Edison.
very
Yeah.
outstanding play by the defense. And that really was Chilan's only turnover of the game. He overthrew one person. I would say that he should not overthrew was the tight end streaking down. But then again, you got Kittle who been I mean sorry, not Kittle. You got Lance who been practicing with Kittle for the longest, and then Kittle missed the game, and then you're trying to back up tight end. If
Right.
Kittle made that catch because Kittle have the speed, he just overthrew him. All now coming on to the end of the game, he rushing now. He got to do something now. And the monsoon on. He ain't never played in the ring. Probably can't grip the ball. Ain't getting a good way to throw the ball. You know what I'm saying? Again, there's excuses. We should never been in the position because we dominate the game. We beat them in yardage. We beat them in every aspect of the game. We just lose the game. Why? Because of penalties. That's my foregone conclusion of that game. We lost that game because of discipline. 12 penalties, 95 yards. You can't win a football game on the road when you do that kind of stupidness. And I can say it again. I don't care how much the faithful call, they, oh, Jimmy this, Jimmy that. Jimmy would lose that game too. Real talk. Jimmy would lose that game. Because that's just, we kill ourselves. We kick ourselves in the ass with that game. And that's the bottom line of that game. Are you ready to move on to week 2? We playing at home. We playing the Seahawks. And he need to do what he needs to do in this game.
Well, you'll be playing a veteran head coach, a veteran defensive coordinator too as well. So I mean, they're gonna come up with a game plan to actually see if they can rattle Trey Lance a little bit. It's up to Kyle Shanahan to actually get him in position to excel in week 2
And I expect,
because
go ahead.
they're probably gonna show Trey Lance something that he's never seen before. They're gonna give him a different looks. For instance, Seattle last night was playing 3 high safeties.
And I think that's the same thing. That's the same way they're gonna play.
They might,
They're gonna play us
they
the same
might,
way.
they might
Because,
see. They might blitz a whole lot more.
right, and they were blitzing last night. They sent that
Right,
blitz. They sent a lot
right,
of delayed blitzes last night against Russ. Again, you playing not playing Russell Wilson, but you're playing the same type of
right.
skill set as
Because
Russell Wilson,
if
right?
Kid is not there, he don't have his safety blanket.
Right, he don't have his safety blanket. We already don't have Elijah Mitchell,
Elijah Mitchell.
right? So that's a big part of the running game. We did pick up Marlon Mack today. Don't know if he's gonna be ready to go. But I mean, we got running backs, but we just didn't have. They weren't active for that game against the Bears. No, we going in with them active because you have to. You got Jeff Wilson gonna be active. You got Price gonna be active. Price Davis gonna be active, and you're gonna have Jordan Mason gonna be
Right.
active too. So you're gonna have 3 running backs, and we probably gonna bring Marlon Mack on. He gonna be active too.
I
So
also heard that the Cowboys wanted to trade for Jimmy, but the for then shut down the trade tax for Jimmy.
fuck at that.
It means that Jimmy ain't going nowhere.
Fuck at that. We fuck that.
It means Jimmy, they kind of skeptical in the brain, thinking just
Eh,
in case Trey Lance,
right.
just in case because
Is it
if I lose to Seattle this week coming,
it's Motar?
the chatter coming, eh?
It's done there.
The chatter is coming.
It's already there.
Chatter is coming.
Are
And
you
it's
doing
gonna,
right now? If we
it's
lose
gonna
to
blow up a
Seattle,
whole lot more.
right? If we lose to Seattle, you might as well throw the gas on the fire.
Right.
You see? And God forbid if it ain't Trey Lance's fault, it's gonna still be his fault. Trey Lance could probably go up there and put up 31 points. We lose 34-31. They're gonna want Jimmy. That's what it was.
No. I think if you put up 31 points, you'll be a lot happy. I think it'll just be saying that you couldn't stop Geno Smith in that Seattle offense. That'll be the talk,
Which I can't see. That's trash to me. That's
right?
trash to me. You
So
know
you
what I'm
should be
saying?
able to. You
If
guys
we
should be able
can,
to.
we lose against Justin Fields. I could take patience with Justin Fields, right? Because Justin Fields is an upcoming, starting young quarterback. That's the future of their fucking franchise. I could deal with that. But Geno Smith,
Mhm.
that's a Geno Smith.
He's a
I, I,
veteran
I, won't,
backup.
I won't be able to take
Eh,
it. I won't be able to, I won't be able to take it. I tell you right
He's a
now,
veteran backup.
I won't be able to take it. I won't be able to take it. I will come on this show in a plain t-shirt. I won't be able to take it if we lose to Geno Smith. If we go there and lose to Geno Smith, I won't be able to take it.
And
From
that's
from an offensive. If we lose 3-0, I'll take it. But if we lose, guy, he putting up points, run up the field, executing. If he put out a performance that he put on against the Broncos last night, against me, I vomit. That defensive coordinator last night, you got the Seattle Seahawks playing with 2 rookie right tackles, and you lose Bradley Chubb in the 4th quarter is when Bradley Chubb started to play.
it ain't Vic Fangio. Fangio would have been putting pressure on
Exactly.
Geno Smith.
You're supposed to be
Telling you.
licking your lips when you hit 2 rookie right
Right.
tackles, man. Okay, so now look at
Exactly.
it. Look at the scenario we're going into the game with this week. The 2 rookie right tackles. Jamal Adams probably ain't gonna play. I didn't even see the injury report on he, but he went on the cart last night. So now you got 2 rookie right tackles, 2 rookie corners, and no Jamal Adams. The boys still supposed to be able to beat them, but
Being able to.
Denver lost.
Yeah, that's true too.
You know
So
what I'm saying? But Denver lost. And Gino went what? 23 for 28 last night? Something like that. He was perfect passer rating at halftime.
that's on the defensive coordinator too. I don't know who the defensive coordinator for Denver, but
But I can tell you one thing, D'Amico Reyes ain't gonna play that.
but
Not,
Vic,
no, no, he ain't gonna play that.
if that was Vic Fangio, he wouldn't be feeling so comfortable in the pocket.
We have a little fella there and calling Troy Palomalo.
Already?
Oh, oh
Yeah,
Jesus
but
Christ.
you saying, oh Jesus Christ, that's that's who he trained with for the last 2 years. Troy Palomalo is his mentor, is his football mentor.
I understand that, but I think
I
we
tell
need
you,
to be easy for a little
I
bit.
tell you what, I tell her you go
That's
watch the highlights, you know.
that's a large shoes to fill.
I tell her you go watch the highlights, you know.
He's a Hall of Famer.
Watch the highlights, you know. 11 tackles, one interception in the first game.
I mean, Coleman had 3 interceptions for the Eagles one time. He
No,
was garbage. Coleman, he had 3 interceptions in one game for the Eagles, and he was garbage. So I mean to say, hey, easy now.
Ah.
the way Dante Whitner break it down to me, and they say the way how he playing, how he over the field, how he jump around the field, is the exact way Troy Polamalu play. That's what I say.
And they get that analysis for what? For that first game?
From his last year too.
Well, from college?
No, he played. I mean, he not rookie no.
Oh.
He played for us last year.
Okay. But we'll see. Time will tell.
Time will tell.
Time will tell. Because when you try to build somebody up so high now, the offenses will try to attack him, then I have to see how
But
something.
I really want him to attack. I want them to attack our secondary, which they tried. You know, secondary hold their own yeah, last
But
night.
that's the Bears. The Bears ain't got no weapons out there to actually really to say they could actually
True,
attack a defense.
and it was a sloppy game, right? So
Right.
nobody can get his
But
foot.
now the Seahawks actually have the weapons to say they can actually attack a defense.
I didn't
One
see,
thing is that
I didn't see
you
them
don't
last.
really have you
I
don't
didn't
really have
see
the
them
lead
last night.
quarterback to deliver the ball.
I didn't see them last night.
Yeah, because the quarterback
Gino was good, but if
Gino has limitations because
last night, you know,
they weren't slinging that ball down the field. If
right,
that were Russell, they would have been slinging that ball down the
right.
field. And so you
Where
could tell that
was Tyler Lockett last night?
yeah, because Gino has limitations. Gino can't do what Russell Wilson can do. So it's a big
Metcalf,
difference.
I didn't see
The
Metcalf.
offense change.
I didn't see Metcalf catch a ball 10 yards on the field.
Yeah, that's because Gino got limitations.
So we gonna see what happened.
Right.
We gonna see, like
So
again.
what
I
you
can
do
say again.
so
I can
what
say
so the defensive game plan is to force the Gino to throw that
so,
ball down the field.
right. And again, I can say we gonna see because D'Amico Reyes ain't gonna play that shit. He ain't gonna play like I don't even know defensive coordinator name for the Broncos. He ain't gonna play that. We ain't gonna wait till the fourth quarter to turn on your best pass rusher. Cause as soon as they turn him on, Bradley Chubb in the backfield, how much times KG must have 5, 6, 7 times last night. We watching the game,
Mhm.
and I was telling you where he was all night. You can't be laying up Bradley Chubb against no damn rookie tackle in Bradley Chubb ain't back me. Gotta be crazy. That game last night was horrible coaching on Denver chance. The time management and then your decision to go for a 64-yard field goal instead of having Russell Wilson try to convert with a 4th and 5, and you still had 2 timeouts. That's nonsense. Straight up nonsense.
It was bad coaching and time management. Hopefully he learned from his mistakes of week one. Because that team has been
Them kind of things will stick with you forever. Stupid decisions like that. Look at McCarthy. He can't recover yet.
if you're still not. You can't change that.
No, I think Hackett be alright. That's first
Yeah, he'll
game.
be
He's a
all right.
rookie. He's a rookie head coach.
Head coach.
He'll be
Because
alright.
Zach Taylor had looked like a student for a little bit.
Yeah,
First,
they
he first
wanted Taylor
exactly.
out of Cincinnati, and then he
Right,
went to the Super Bowl.
exactly so. I mean, give it some time. McCarthy is known for making bonehead calls. So, but neither here nor there. Moving on from 49ers to the keep it pounding team, the Carolina Panthers.
Well, how should I put this?
I ain't getting the energy, boy.
I ain't
I
seen
ain't
it.
getting the energy.
I ain't
No,
seen
no,
it.
I waiting on my email from the referee association because they just come out and say that it was supposed to be intentional grounding on the last one on that play, which means it would have been a 10-second run off. You'd have had about 15 yards back. It had about 2 seconds left, and I would have had to try to fly by a field goal kick with that 2 seconds. But
What did they tell you? What did they tell
you
you?
can, you can't change the game
You gonna
after
get
that.
apology.
Yeah, that they're gonna send Matt Rule on. They say the most you're gonna do is send Matt Rule a message and say, "Yeah, you are right. We should have never took up the flag," which they
Hold on.
did send the flag. So
So if you miss the playoff by one game, what are
Oh,
they gonna send you? A bouquet?
okay. Flowers, Father. Okay with
you,
flowers.
you know what they're gonna say. Well, you shouldn't have put yourself in that situation.
That's what they tell us
So
how to make that.
that
That's what they're saying our game, bro.
that's all they're gonna be because I just read the report a few minutes ago that they did say what Brissett did, step on the back foot to act like he going through and then spike it is illegal, is considered intentional grounding because he looked like he was going to throw. And when you throw the ball into the ground like that, when someone blow up a screen pass, you
Right.
throw the ball down the ground, but a screen pass, the receiver is there. So you can throw it at the receiver feet. In that case, they had no receivers around. So that's called intentional grounding. And they're gonna send Matt Rule a message say, my bad. I don't know how my bad does happen from own one to one and no, but in other ways, you should not put yourself in that situation. But all is well. I can't dwell on it too much. I saw some good things. I saw some stuff that we still need to work on. I'll get that Bronx game out of the system because it was made too much on Baker. And then we look forward to the Giants, who's coming off a high W. They beat the Titans. So
Coming out for high.
Brian Dable, first game as head coach, starts off 1-0, and they have Saquon looking like the old Saquon with like 150 total yards, and he was a stud. They said he played like his old self last week, and if we can't stop the run next week, we're gonna be in for a long run again.
Till he get injured.
Well, hopefully pull his hamstring during practice this week, so we don't have to face him. But I think we, from the Panthers standpoint, we have a solid team. So I expect Baker to improve. I expect us to flourish more on offense and then defense. We didn't do bad. It's just that Chubb and Hunt just run 190 something yards, and
It's hard to stop those guys.
it's hard.
Yeah.
So the Browns are considered one of the best offensive linemen in the league. They got like three out of the five is all pros. So they executed the run game, but I think we'll be better off against the Giants. I ain't sweating it so much. If we go out there and lay a goose egg, then we're gonna have to start to raise your eyebrow. But I don't think it's that bad next week. I think we're playing at New York, so I do think we'll play a lot better bucket. So that's why I'm so calm and cool. Tonight, I just let the guys do the talking tonight, but all right. I'm expecting more flowers from the referees, but I can't really do nothing about that. I'll take the flowers and throw them in the bun heap. But I looked
Boy.
at I looked at the grades from I looked at the grades, all the grades for the player grades. Most of them was a little tainted because of the missed tackles. We had like 19 missed tackles. So when you miss a tackle, you can get your grade gonna go down. But coverage grades, JC Hahn was high, Dante Jackson was high, CJ Henderson allowed a big pass in affairs, but outside of that, he was high as well. And Miles Hartfield and Jeremy Chin was good. Our linebackers wasn't that good. And Brian Bonds was good off the edge, and Derek Brown. The one thing I don't like is you see a lot of persons when you go on the Panthers chat, a lot of persons bash Derek Brown. But if you ever watch tape on the Panthers, 99% of the time Derek Brown is either double team or triple team. That's what a defensive tackle is supposed to do. Eat,
Hmm.
eat up space, eat up players, and let your edge rushers go to work one on one. How you expect Derek Brown to just blow up double teams all the time? He ain't Aaron Donald, but he's double team. Forces play when they play against the Panthers, they know that if you double team their ground, our edge rushers are light, they're speedsters, so you could bully them in a run game. So you just got to manhandle the most dominant player on the line. That's Derek Brown. When Derek Brown goes one on one with a player, the player is going backwards into his quarterback. So that's my issue I have with fans that just feel Derek Brown is a boss. He doesn't do anything, but he eats up the space, and the linebackers supposed to react. We got some slow reaction linebackers, and the others ain't holding them on. If you do that again this week, Saquon gonna run wild.
That's
You
true.
better get on your A game. You better hold the tackles. 19 missed tackles is not good.
Oh, rejuvenated Saquon.
Exactly. They made a win off a team that almost made the NFC Championship game last year, the Titans.
That's true.
The Titans are always considered a undervalued team. We don't talk about the Titans every year, but they're always 12 and 4, 11 and
Well
5, stuff
coached.
like that. So if they just came off a team like that, and then the reason I ain't gonna make too much into it is like we say, like you guys said, it's week one. I ain't gonna overreact on week one. Now you got your footing. That game was the game to get your footing, get your legs under you. So we just gotta roll deep now, see how we are, and then see if we clean up all those mistakes from week one. No more excuses. Ain't no more Baker versus the Browns. It's the Panthers versus the Giants. And I'm looking forward to that match. And you guys were here when I had high blood pressure. Shane wanted to call 911 to see if they could come give me a thing, but I'm gonna have to learn to be calm. I'm gonna try to be calmer on Sunday.
It's
More calm,
impossible.
calm Shreedy at the helms on Sunday from
It's
now. No more
impossible.
cussing. No more cussing for Shreedy. I got
It's
headache still.
impossible.
I got 3 day headache since Sunday.
No, no, no. You actually hit a headache for the nonsense, the ruckuses that happened the night before. But
Okay,
we
let's
didn't need
not
to
get
hear
into that. Let's talk football. Let's all let football to talk about. But we gotta keep we I think we in a much better situation this year than last year. We got the pieces, so we gotta execute. The main thing is execution. We didn't have a lot of penalties, so it's not like we were slappy. We slappy on the tackles. What you gotta do when you tackle, cover up, wrap up, and bring him down. And if you can keep Saquon in check, we got CJ Henderson, JC Hahn, and Dante Jackson to deal with Sterling Shepard and them other fellas.
Kenny
And
Galladay.
if Daniel Jones gonna go there and trade me, then I gotta go and back my second team, the Minnesota Vikings.
Wow,
So
wow, 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 wow.
if Daniel Jones go there and Roy, we'll be playing the Han every day from now.
Ah boy, ah boy,
So and the
ah boy.
Han is playing
That ain't good.
Philly. The Han is playing Philly, so I'll be blowing the Han all night.
We'll be quiet in the hand.
Ah, bye. But for me, my final say for the week one was now it's out of the way. You get your last, you get it out of the way. Didn't expect it to go 17 and 0. Get it out of the way. Get it out of your system. Let's focus on week two and keep moving. Injury wise, we got out unscathed. I think Andrew Roberts, our return specialist, he's on IR with knee injury. So sure, Smith will return the punts and kickoffs, which is all right. I think Matt Rule said Chenault, he's gonna be active once he's comfortable. That'll be a big boost to the offensive game as well. So we ready to roll onwards to New York, and we'll probably be 1-1 come Sunday. Hopefully, my good companion Shane is 1-1 with me. But we'll see. But we'll have to see if KG goes 1-1 or 2-0. But that's up
And
to
with
he to
that,
decide.
and with that being said, you move on to Philadelphia
Just head over to Philly.
with the one and no Eagles so far. As you see, as you can see, I still have my shades on. I ain't taking these shades off until we lose. But as for the football game against the Lions, again, solid performance by the offense. I mean, Jalen Hurts has had his goods, had his bad. AJ Brown is a beast. I mean, you saw him in Tennessee, you know what I mean? But sitting down and actually watching him and actually seeing him dominate on the football field, that was great to watch. It's good to have a solid, you could say top 10, top 15 number one receiver. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? But what I would like to see is Jalen Hurts spreading the football around because you can't throw the ball to AJ Brown 14 times and not giving a chance to Devontae Smith.
Well, you know the
Or
saying.
fucking,
If
But
you
I,
uh,
open, you know the saying. If
I
you
know
open, Troy
if he
Tree.
open throw it to him.
Okay.
that's a good problem to have.
I know it's a good problem to have. I know it's a good problem to
That
have.
means
It's a good problem to have.
him doubling Devante and AJ Brown is open. So pick your
But
poison.
the thing is,
Or maybe them had
also,
to suck bad Kana and AJ Brown all night and them just try to hear all
but
the time.
also, but also, what I want Jalen Hurts to do is when he's one of the pocket, look down the field, cause there were plays to be made down the field. Cause when he was scrambling, had times where Devontae Smith was wide open. I saw some of the replay and some of the in the game. Some of the scramble throws he was doing, he was running, looking down and just gone. You know what I mean? Scramble out, find a throwing lane, find an open receiver. That's why I want to see him do that because
That's one thing I can give
right,
to Justin Fields because that's how they scored that touchdown
right.
against us.
This is what
Justin Fields
this is what I want.
he scrambled to the left and
Right,
he always up and see that the
right,
wide
exactly.
receiver he go to the right. Yeah, it's
Right,
like a vice throw, but when you wide open, what the hell you gonna do? Either he gonna miss it or he gonna catch it. He catch
right.
it.
So this is why that's what Russell Wilson does. Russell
Mhm.
Wilson just doesn't run, take off and go. Russell Wilson finds ways to scramble and find throwing lanes and finds an open receiver. We've been seeing that throughout the years Russell Wilson has been playing. This is why I want to see. This is what I want Jalen Hurts to be doing. This is what his progression is going to be all about. Not just one read and gone. You know what I mean? I want to see him navigate the pocket sometimes. Sometimes you don't have to just you see the rush coming, find a way to step up in the pocket and step into your throw and stuff like that or whatever. So that's what I want to see from Jalen Hurts. Um, Offensive line played well as usual. Running backs were great. They all had 4 touchdowns. Sanders, um, Kenneth Gainwell, Boston Scott, and Jalen Hurts. You could say he had a touchdown as well. So they all had touchdowns. The running game was awesome. It's the defense now. I mean, I saw a
So wait,
stat where
let me ask you a question on the
uh
offense before you go into the defense. You think that performance by the offense was a product of that's how the offense gonna be, or just a product of the Lions being a bad defense?
I think it's a product of the Lions being a bad defense.
So you don't expect your offense to perform like that every week.
I still think the offense to perform like that too every week too. I still think that too. You don't have the weapons and offense to put on the side. I
So you,
expect I expect my offense to put up at least 25 points, 25 plus
so
points a
I was
game.
just gonna ask you that in a game like next week that you're going against Minnesota, you expect Totte again?
Close.
Okay.
Close.
All right.
With the weapons that you have, you should be putting up with that.
So
All right.
you'll be going with like a 24-27.
You should be doing that. You should be doing that. You should be close to 30 on a 30 margin. You should be
27,
doing that.
27, 30, around there.
Right, exactly.
So you think you should get at least 3 touchdowns a game,
Exactly.
and then you probably a
Amo.
couple field goals, 3 or 4.
Amo.
Mm-hmm.
Amo. With the offensive line you have, the running game that you have, the offensive weapons that you have, you should be doing that a game. And you have an easy schedule coming up going forward too. So you should be doing that game. I should see some 40-point games this year. I only see one last year, and that was against the Lions.
Mm.
I should be seeing a couple 40-point games this year. Maybe one or two. But onto the defense, there was a stat that said when Jordan Davis was on the field, he had 22 snaps. He needs to get more snaps. Because there was a stat said that when he was on the field, the Lions were averaging 2 yards per carry, 2.9 yards a carry. But when Fletcher Cox and Hargreaves were on the field, the Lions were averaging 10 yards, 10 yards a carry. You understand what I'm saying? So which means that Jordan Davis needs to play more snaps. And from listening to the defensive coordinator, Jonathan Gannon, he said that Jordan Davis will be playing more snaps moving forward, which means that he's effective when he's in the game. The only thing is, and another thing is, we only had one sack that game. Can't be doing that. That can't happen again. Can't happen again. Not when you're paying all that money to the defensive line. You give him Fletcher Cox money. You give him Brandon Graham money. Hargraves getting money. Jasper got a big contract. You gave Derek Barnett money, but he's injured, so he won't be there. But you also have Hassan Reddick, who has a lot of money too. Another thing again, why do you have Hassan Reddick and Jasper drop back into coverage? Those guys aren't paid to drop back in coverage. Those guys are paid to rush the quarterback. So he has to clean that up too. But again, it's week one. I don't know what kind of wrinkles he's trying to do, what game plan, what plays he's trying to try. But you can't be doing that with the Vikings, because there's a guy out there by the name of Justin Jefferson who put up what, how much was it, 10 receptions for 180 something yards and what, 2 touchdowns.
Yep.
At least.
So if you don't put some pressure on Cousins, he gonna eat you alive with Justin Jefferson. And I think you should have Darius Slay following Justin Jefferson all over the field. But that dude is hard to cover. It's hard to cover that guy. You think that somebody who ran a 4-4 what? A 4-4-1 and who they said would be a slot receiver wouldn't be this elite. But he's the best receiver that came out of that draft, if you look at it. He's better than Lamb. He's better than Jerry Judy. And who else was?
With him, Jerry Judy, there's one more.
Henry Ruggs. But Henry Ruggs, he didn't know. He was better than Henry Ruggs too.
And Ruggs, yeah.
Yeah, he better know he was better than all those guys. So you're gonna have to stay focused on Justin Jefferson. Because if you let him eat all game, you will lose that game. You will lose that game.
7-11.
Right, exactly. So hopefully my defensive coordinator could come up with some type of game plan for the Minnesota Vikings. Hopefully. I think the offense will be fine. It'll be Alan Jalen Hurts. I think the offense will be fine. Is the defense, if the defense I'm worried about. And it's not the defensive personnel. It's the defensive coordinator. It's his game plan. I don't know what he has in his mind, what scheme he's gonna come up with. You know what I mean? If is he gonna blitz a whole lot more? Is he gonna change up his scheme a little bit? Is he gonna show some disguise, give Kirk Cousins different looks? Because if you go there, give Kirk Cousins the same look for the whole game, he gonna trade you all game. He gonna trade you all game.
And we know Cousins runs a lot play action heavy zone runs,
Exactly.
those stuff. He relies on efficient run game and then play action to open it up.
And then again, Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook is a much better running back than DeAndre Swift.
Yeah.
If you don't fix your run defense, he will eat.
Yep. Him and Madison.
They will eat. If you don't fix that run defense, they will come out there with 200 yards rushing. Or maybe 300. The way how you had DeAndre Swift running, averaging 10 yards a carry. So you better fix this. You better fix that shit.
I can take that for my
Come
fan.
Monday night. Yeah, I know, but I can't take it. You wouldn't see me on the show for a week. Better fix that shit come Monday night. Because Dalvin Cook will run for 200 yards. Madison may run for 100. So 300 yards. Then the last time we saw a player put up 300 yards was Julio Jones. And that was passing. I think that was on the Panthers too.
Okay, let's not go right there.
Well, yeah. I don't want that. I don't want Dalvin Cook picture up there saying 300 at me. You understand? I don't want that. So, Jonathan Gannon, please fix it. Please fix it.
Alright. We gonna see, week 2 is upon us. This is where now you're gonna see who coming out now, who gonna really shape up to be what it is. Week 1 is Shea Harvey Russ. You get the oohs and the ahs out, you get the boos and the nays out. Now week 2 on now, gonna be it's showtime now. It's showtime now. We'll see.
Everyone gets a free pass on week one, even
Yeah.
though you want to win. But the way how preseason is now that you barely play people and think this, you expect this to happen when, and you could tell who play preseason and who get reps and who don't
Yeah,
play preseason and get
exactly.
reps.
Yep.
For instance, when you look at the Bengals, I know Ting was injured. Burrow, he had not kidney, appendicitis,
Hmm.
so he was out. So it's not surprising that he played. He threw 3 or 4 interceptions. Another example is
The
Derek
Rams.
Carr. You saw Stidham played all the preseason. Carr didn't play in preseason like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it's not surprising to see him throw 3 interceptions. Stafford the same way. And then you see people that play preseason take all the reps up. For instance, Mahomes. Mahomes played in the preseason all the time.
Hmm.
He was able to throw that. Josh Allen played in the preseason. He's able to throw that. So you could always tell the difference in terms of teams that consider week one a preseason. Get your feet under you, and person that tell you, well, week one we ready to go. We going from Ole. So everybody don't have that luxury. Some people just gotta work harder and try to get it, and hopefully you see a better quality of football in week two, which is what everyone's aiming for. Everyone's looking for a win. KG's trying to go 2-0. Me and Shane is trying to get on the board at 1-1. And we can now look and say the Seahawks should lose, the Giants should lose, but a lot
They
of persons
should have lost.
we didn't expect the Seahawks to beat the Broncos. That's another thing as well. Look at Russell last night. He didn't really play in the preseason like that either. On a
Hmm.
new team, new receivers, he didn't look like the Russell that we know that would. He can escape the pocket, yeah, but a lot of throws was underthrown, not in stride. It's a lot of stuff that you would see that you look at Russell and say, but this he look like Russell.
Correct.
So all of those stuff comes with reps. He's gonna take time to get acquainted better with his receiving core. I usually say that with Baker as well. It takes him a while too. Those new quarterbacks is gonna take them a while, but that's why it's so important to get your reps in. This is hard. And now look at this. I own one, Shane own one. We can say getting easier next week. But based on what we saw, Shane is playing a 1-0 team. I'm playing a 1-0 team. It don't get any easier. We would like to say getting easier, but that's why you play the game. Every year is a new thing. You don't understand how it is, then we could look and say Gino didn't do nothing impressive. He did enough to get his team the W
You win the game.
and win the game. Exactly. I just looked at the stats for the Giants game. What he named Daniel Jones didn't do nothing special, but he turned over the ball and he made the throws when he needed to make, and he let his superstar do all the stuff, which
Saquon.
is
Saquon.
Saquon.
Hmm.
So those stuff we look and say we should run over the Giants, but that's why you play the game, and you can either end up 0-2 or 1-1. So
Yeah.
we just gotta wait and see, and hopefully our team executes a lot better than what we saw in week one.
Yep.
So we're looking forward to week two. We're gonna have our game pick for Thursday night soon, but
Which is a whiz bang of a game.
we'll give that one shortly. But to end off week one, who you guys giving your game ball to? KG, who you getting your game ball to in week one?
Um, boy,
Overall,
Yeah,
you
overall,
got you gotta give it to the Pittsburgh Steelers
you giving it to the team or player, coach? What you
team.
doing?
If I get to a player, I get to TJ Watt because he manhandled the
So you
Bengals.
giving your game ball to the
The
Steelers
Steelers.
team for the
Yeah.
win. Okay, Shane, who you got?
I
The Chicago Bears.
think I give my game back to the Dolphins.
The Dolphins.
Yeah, I think they came out sort of impressiveness. I think all the doubters really could shut up now with the Dolphins and see that they got a real team up there.
Well,
Offensive, McDaniels is a offensive mind, and you got a defense still tight down there. So I give the game back to the Dolphins.
that's good too because I mean 20-7. Yeah, That's a division game. We know how division games get.
Yeah.
And the Dolphins took care of their business. Uh
The Eagles would
let
have get, you know,
Huh?
got too much fucking points to them Lions back.
You just ain't get much.
nah, I ain't getting it to the Eagles.
I would have get it from you.
Well, my game ball, I gotta face him next week, but 18 rushes, 164 yards, one touchdown for
Saquon.
Saquon, six catches, 30 yards. He looked like his old self, and the Titans, punk. The Titans
That's
is
true.
a good team, so I'll give him
That
the
Justin.
game ball and a great first week performance, and hopefully he can repeat it in week two with high hopes that he don't repeat it, but we'll see. When your game balls come, yeah, you suck bad award. Who KG, who you said okay, you suck bad award too.
Derek Carr.
He kind of thief minds.
Derek Carr. I give it Derek Carr. That suck bad a word,
You
boy.
giving yours a thing?
Division game, you come out like that. Come on, man.
Shane, who you giving yours you suck bad award to?
I gonna stick with your team, with your theme. Right? You stick division game. You suck bad. Aaron Rodgers.
That's a good one too. And you
Yeah.
know,
Horrible performance by Aaron Rodgers.
and you know he gonna blame he blaming himself.
At what point do you not take responsibility upon yourself as being the quarterback and being the leader of that team?
how
But you
you
see,
gonna, how you gonna sit there and only blame? Yeah, I should have thrown the ball away. That one play. That one play is the only damn thing you did around the whole game.
and that's stupid because all the headlines would say the Packers done Aaron Rodgers wrong by not drafting a first round quarterback and I mean not quarterback, wide receiver and stuff.
Some nonsense.
But there's still good wide receivers in free agency too that you could go and sign too.
If
Mm-hmm.
you don't believe in
And
your
he ain't do it.
if you don't believe in your wide receivers, you gotta draft a first round stud. The way how
And
I watch
Go grab Odell.
the way how I watch Aaron Rodgers play that game, he don't trust the receiver, so he ain't throwing the ball on me. Cause it's all about Aaron Rodgers. He ain't want to
They,
throw no.
but
He ain't want to
they still got this Randall Cobb thing, like as if Randall Cobb gonna make a difference for
throw.
you.
He old. He's old.
Samuel Watkins is a good complementary receiver. He can't be a number one
Yeah, he's a
receiver.
number two.
So
Yeah.
it kind of different in terms of I read a report today that they say um they say that the Packers have failed Aaron Rodgers yet again just because they haven't drafted a first round receiver. But not every first round receiver pans out anyhow.
So what you
That's
can
true.
say? Dobbs is a scrub, and the other part is a scrub right off the jump.
It's just that they think that the Packers are every year the Packers ready to win now. Why would you bring fourth round receivers and so to the thing? I think the Devontae was a second round pick out of Fresno State.
The
Okay,
one who was a don't pick him.
And that's the thing. So because they drafted a thing, but my thing is too, wide receivers hit the market that are very good as well. You can build your wide receiver. Okay, so you drafted Dubes, you drafted Christian Watkins from North Dakota State. Those are
right.
good ones, but they need time to develop. If you know your team ready to win now, why would you draft them when you know Aaron Rodgers ain't there to develop things? And then Aaron Rodgers, okay, you got no choice but to play with them. So help the receivers. Don't stay there and bash them. That doing anything good for your team? Help your receivers.
Exactly. He look like a cunt. I ain't gonna lie to you. Stand up there talking about this and that, this and that. People ain't running the right road. This person ain't making them block. Yo, man up. And that's one thing I can talk about my quarterback. My quarterback came out and said, his fault. No, it wasn't your fault, but he took the responsibility that it's his fault. It wasn't your fault.
Accountability.
You
Yeah.
wasn't out there making the penalties. You had not one penalty against you. But he came
Accountability.
out there and he said, my fault.
And that's one of the things I was really impressed with Baker. Everybody got this Baker as an ego. Maybe true, but he handled that whole game like a professional. Not once you ever see him cussing or anything. Every time they came off the field, he was with his offensive lineman saying, well, okay, good job. Let's try to shift this. He was helpful. He was trying to find ways to be better as a team going forward. Not staying there and saying, well, the offensive line didn't give me enough time
Okay.
and this and that. You don't do that. But you see Aaron Rodgers think because he's Aaron Rodgers, he can do it. He feel that he think. But leave him feel that for the next 17 weeks and see what happens. Because everybody gonna be coming at his throat when he play him. So he's gonna see. So Shane has Aaron Rodgers as his suck bad. KG has
Derek
Derek
Carr.
Carr. I'm gonna go with the entire Dallas Cowboys team because I don't care what it is. You lay a goose egg on prime time. I don't care
Mhm.
about Dak, about whoever. That's the team you put. That's the team you put out there. And when you put your team out there and only score 3 points, when you got Pollard, Tony Pollard, you got Ezekiel, you got CD Lamb, you're missing Gallup, but Gallup, game changer. He's a good
Well, yes,
complimentary, and only put up 3 points. You're obviously gonna suck very bad to a lot of people. So congratulations to Jerry Jones and Mike McCarthy. You made this "You Suck Bad" segment of our show,
You suck.
and you're gonna have to live with that for the next week. I might have to double dip and put them down next week too, because without Dak now, they're gonna be sucking bad for a long time.
a long time.
I want to circle back on a comment Casey made earlier about the finals shut on the trade. No, it wasn't the finals.
No, I see the
It,
Finals shut on the trade.
it was your boy Jerry.
Jerry, sit
Yeah,
on the
the
tree.
Finals said they would listen to it. They would listen to it
And Jerry said not a fuck.
because
Oh.
Jerry don't believe in giving up draft capital.
Hmm.
That's
So
his thing.
He did
leave
it for
Jerry.
him, but he did it for Amari Cooper when he was on the Raiders.
You think I
He
studied?
gave
You
Raiders
think I
he gave the
studied?
Raiders a
You think
first
I
round pick.
studied Jerry Jones? You think I studied he?
He's just
Well,
an old ass.
if they think Cooper Rush could guide them to if Dak misses the next 6 weeks, if they think Cooper Rush could get them to 4-2 in the next 6 weeks, but they obviously playing Madden and
Nah,
rookie.
that
Cause
nah,
that's
that
the only way that gonna happen.
that's
Not
the
even
only
on
way that
rookie
can happen.
because the way them the blitz on Madden now, Cooper Rush would get eaten alive.
Mhm.
So we'll see what happens with them this week. But we had our awards, which means that we officially ended week 1 and we're looking forward to week 2. And what other way to start week 2 than the Chiefs and the Chargers on Thursday night football?
That's
That's a
gonna
big
be a great game.
That's gonna be a hell of a game because we can say what we want. We just say that the Chiefs probably the worst team in that division now, but with Mahomes there, you don't know what could happen there out there. And then this Chargers team, punk either. So you got a clash there for this Thursday night game. I'll
I
leave
think
you guys. I'll leave
I
you
think
guys take the mic on this one, boy.
I think we're in for a good one. We ain't get as good
I
as
think
we ain't
I
get as
think we
good as
in
we ain't get
for
as good as Buffalo
I
in
think
Chiefs, but I think it'll
I
be good.
think I think we in for those two being fighting for the division.
But you think that this Chargers defense gonna make a difference against the Chiefs in this one because the Chiefs went against the Cardinals. The Cardinals, we could say what you want, but the Cardinals, Cardinals, see that, yeah, they got Isaiah Simmons, Byron Murphy in there, but
No
who's the
coach,
pass rushers? I don't know who on the defense. They said the
coach.
Cardinals had most of three active cornerbacks, and we know not one of them. You had Buda Baker, them can mark. They got a mark. Yeah, they got a mark. I see Travis Kelce nearly kill Isaiah Simmons all night. So, but now you're playing a defense like J.C. Jackson, Bosa, Mac,
Don't get
Asante, Samuel Darwin, James. You think that it gonna just be? We think that it going up in the thirties again, or this one gonna be a little bit more hard fought?
I think
You think it up in the thirties or a little bit more hard fought?
this gonna be low. This gonna be if you get a 20, good.
I think it'll be a 20-point game.
I think it gonna be the twenties, but
It'll
probably
be,
like
it'll be
a
in the 20s. It
Get
could
a
be a
like
20,
20.
a it could be like a 24-20 type of
I
game.
feel so, or 23, 24, something like that.
Yeah, I can't see it going like 35, 32, but then again, we see what the Chargers and Bills are doing the last 4 minutes of the playoff game that have scored most of 30 points in that thing
What a
there.
shootout.
The Chiefs and Bills.
What a
Yeah, the
shootout.
Chiefs and Bills and everything. So
Mhm.
we know the Chargers could score in a snap of a
The
finger,
Chiefs
and
ain't
we
got
know the Chiefs could do that.
they ain't got a cheetah.
They ain't got to cheat no more.
So they're orchestrating the offense a lot more better. They're going for big shots. If you watch that game against the
That's true.
Cardinals,
That's true.
they
That's
were
true.
moving the ball around, moving
Um,
it around. And then you still
Mahomes,
got Kelsey. You still got Kelsey.
Mahomes is accurate, boy.
Yeah,
Jesus
he ain't trying to
Christ.
bomb the ball down the field. He had Juju walking the intermediate
Jesus
routes.
Christ.
You got McCole Hardman who could run, but he was walking the underneath roads. And you had Clyde Edwards, Elia in the backfield.
Yeah.
And then you got what he named Kelsey. You don't stop Kelsey at all.
Mhm.
But in my opinion, I think the key factor in this game is how does the Chiefs defense hold up? Because we know what the Chargers defense gonna do.
And that's I think that's gonna be the deciding factor. I think the
Yeah, how
Chiefs
well the Chiefs defense play.
their weakest link.
Yeah, 'cause I think it this the deciding factor gonna be if the Chief defense holds up, it gonna be about as Shane said like a 24-23 game. If the Chief defense don't hold up, it gonna be a 35-22 game.
That's true. Can Spagnuolo come up with a good game plan?
Yeah, because right now here, can we list at least 5 players on that defensive side? I only know the 100, not but a 100
Chris
badger ain't there no more.
He in there.
Oh no,
Chris
they got
Jones,
Justin Reed. They got Justin
Chris
Reed and
Jones,
Chris
Justin
Jones.
Reed,
Who
and who
Chris
else?
else?
Jones. Chris Jones, I know. I ain't
And
even
Default
know
out
just
there, right?
Justin Reed.
put him as Connor.
Default still there, right?
No, the photo on the 49ers.
Yeah.
And
We cut he, so I know where he
I
is.
don't know where he be. All I know, they used to have what he named Melvin Ingram. I don't know if he there still.
I don't think he's still there.
I think he
But
there.
as far as I know, is Chris Jones. Oh, Frank Clark. They got Frank Clark.
Oh, Frank Clark, yeah, Frank Clark.
So Frank Clark, Chris Jones, and Justin Reed. I don't know nobody else. I don't know who the linebackers is. I don't know who
know.
the
Well, we
corners.
don't know if Keenan. I don't know if Keenan Allen gonna play because
He's out too. So that's yeah. They say he's more than likely to miss the game. They ain't gonna rush him back.
he pulley hammy last week. So it's
Yeah.
Williams.
You got Mike Williams, you got Gerald Everett as a tight end, you got Donald Parham,
Mm-hmm.
and then you got some other no names, but those names was working against the Raiders. So
You got Eckler coming out of the backfield like a crazy man.
exactly, and they got I know the Chargers picked up Sonny Michel. He played he got some good snaps in too. So I think now that Shane said that, now I begin to believe that it's gonna be about 23-22 because without Keenan Allen, somebody else gotta step up.
Yeah.
And you know Keenan Allen is Justin Hubbard go-to guy. So
Punky them.
yeah, but no, he can get all the attention on him without Keenan Allen.
But then
So
you may get ready, but Eckler coming out of the backfield. Remember how about could run, but he don't run, you know.
he don't like to run because he
He
always
don't
always up. He always, which is good.
He can run it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think to me the key is how well does this Chiefs defense play to keep the game close.
I think so too.
Because I think it will come down to the fourth quarter, but how can the Chiefs defense hold up?
That's true.
Because if Bosa and Mac get loose and Mahomes there,
That's it. It's lights out.
that's it there.
It'll be the Super Bowl all over again against the Buccaneers.
Yeah, because JC Jackson and Asante Samuel, as Shane said, Darwin James, them fellas, them punk back there,
You know, put down James and Kelsey. That's it. That gonna be right there.
That gonna be a shootout there, and them later put Asante Samuel up and down, and then you got ball hog JC Jackson.
Yeah, and they're gonna lose Mac and Bosa at a rush. At some point in time, the Chiefs gonna have to keep Kelsey back to help. They have to.
Mahomes famous for getting that ball out of hand fast. He ain't holding that. It broke
You
himself.
can't get a ball out your hands if you don't got nobody to throw to it.
You still have one of the best.
Well, them had a million people to choose against the Chiefs. I mean, the Cardinals.
You still have one of the best offensive coaches out there in Andy Reid. So I mean,
That's what I say. So he know they got two bulldogs off the edge.
exactly. So
He gonna have to. He's scheming up something to get that ball. Also, you can't have Mahomes stand up in the pocket, bouncing. Cause that's a dead sentence.
exactly.
So we know that he's gonna get something out.
Maybe some
and
no huddle.
yeah, keep them tired.
You can't get them tired. That's what I do. I try to keep your ass tired.
Exactly.
So I know we're looking forward to that game. 3 of us will be on our Xbox watching it together. It's an exciting game. With that being said, who are we going with?
Drum roll.
Oh, wow. This is a tough
I'm
pick.
going with the Chargers.
Let me
No,
go-
I was picking first.
Let me go ahead and pull it up. Let me pull it up. Before you pick, let me look at last week. Me and Sheila had 9 correct. KG had 8.
I thought it was 10.
No.
I thought last week we had 10 and KG had 9.
That was because it was counting because I had the pick at Denver.
Oh, okay.
I had to remove that. So it went 9-8-8. 9-8-9. So we go ahead now and we can hide week 1. We have to week 2. Let me hide this one here too. So we're here. KC at Los Angeles. Who you got, Sweetie?
I'm gonna have to pick my Super Bowl pick. The Chargers.
KG.
I'm gonna go to Chargers.
And I gotta go with the Chargers because you know why matter. Defense will win championships
Where we are on the chat. Where the game at? In Kansas or
in Kansas City.
should I change my pick? I hate when all of us they take the fun out of it.
Change it.
No, that's my Super Bowl team. I ain't changed it. One, you should change it. I ain't changing my Super Bowl pick. All right, so we all on the Chargers, which is fine. Let's see if Mahomes looks at our show and say, I fuckers, I can see this one going on now. But with that being said, he can say that he can go there and say, these Caribbean, these island fellas, you know, think about football. I can ride the Chargers. So
The 4.5, eh? The Chiefs. The Chiefs.
Chiefs 1.5 minus 1.5.
That's 1.5.
the Chiefs,
Wow, 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 wow,
Wow.
wow.
I don't know what
But
I
you know, what is it? Tuesday? That
huh?
might drop come Thursday.
It may drop there Thursday.
yeah, probably.
I'm saying, I may go into a $20 on the Chargers.
Well, we gotta do something. See if we can win some money there. Throw $2 on me there, buddy. Let me put something on.
To get back
All
to
right,
the gala.
yeah, nothing wrong with it. All right, that being said, we officially kicked off week 2. I know in terms of other NFL news, Shane already said that they signed Marlon Mack.
Yep.
To it, the Colts cut their kicker, the one with the glasses, Blankenship.
And cut Blankenship?
Yeah, he was there for the past 3 years, but they cut him.
Because wait, can he miss the kick?
He missed it. No, but they say also too he kicked 2 kicker. He wasn't their kickoff specialist, and it was a punter, but the punter injured, and he had to do it, and he kicked 2 walker bones. So they signed in somebody who's better at it. Well,
You can't do the job.
if the punter that them guy can't do the kickoffs and Blankenship kicking the ball walker bone straight, somebody got to deal with it. So he's gone. In other news, Dak is out. We know that Dak is out. Injured his hand in the game and probably be out for about 5 to 10 weeks between there.
I'm hoping there's only 4 of them, say, buddy.
They're hoping, yeah, but we'll see how long Jerry live on hope. I know TJ Watt got injured too, but we know normally pec injuries is out for the season, but they say it's not season ending.
Yeah, season
He
ending.
going
So he
for-
probably not a full tier.
He going for a second opinion. I think it was today. He going for a second opinion tomorrow.
Yeah, so we're gonna see what that happens with, and a lot of depth moves along the league, little lower moves to build out the practice squad and in bottom end of the roster. A lot of teams do little depth moves, so not much to talk about. As we go on in the weeks, you're gonna get trade discussions. You're gonna hear a lot of trade talk
Yeah.
about who needs this and who needs that. So we're gonna see what happens. But I mean, week 1 in the book, not all fun and dandy. I wish it was all fun and dandy for all of us, but
All of us should have been sitting here wanting to know.
exactly. Unfortunately, it don't roll like that. So we definitely gotta wait and see how week 2 goes. But let's see if we turn out to a 2-0, 1-1, 1-1, or 1-1, 0-2, 0-2, or everybody 1-1, or some nonsense. I can't keep up with all the records.
I can't take a 0-2.
Now we'll see, because Saturday we do our official game picks
Yep.
for week 2, and then we'll talk a little bit about that Chiefs and Chargers game as well, because that will have us talking for a few days for sure.
We hope.
We know how that goes. Yeah, we hope. So week 2, here we come. The Philadelphia Eagles will be they're playing at home to Minnesota on Monday night.
Monday night.
Shane is at home against the Seattle Seahawks in a divisional game
Sunday afternoon. And the Panthers are at the G-Men that's in New Jersey, right? I think the thing in New Jersey. Yeah, in New Jersey at 1 o'clock. And we got a luxury of having 2 Monday night games this week.
Yeah,
Now
man.
they just do it for the thing. And then the Titans playing Monday night too against somebody. I can't remember
Yes,
who,
right.
but I can't remember who. Somebody, yeah, that gotta be they play. If they put that on that game there, I mean it gotta be some game that got some kind of meaning.
Bills, I think.
See, exactly. So, and
Yeah,
I show the Titans that play the Bills in the playoffs. That's why they do it.
yeah. Titans playing against the Bills.
Yeah. So we got two Monday night games to look forward to. So
Uh-huh.
we could hear KG cussing, but we'll be watching the Bills and Titans. So
You better be
action pack, another
tonight.
action pack week
The Sunday game is traffic
coming
game.
up. Who's the
Wait,
Sunday
what's
game?
the Sunday night game?
Green Bay and Chicago.
Oh, what kind of
What
stupid Sunday
kind
night
of-
game the man that do wrong here?
So they couldn't come up with so Chargers and thing couldn't be Sunday night.
Well, they got that Thursday night, but you got.
No, but when you put a Thursday night, they should have put it for Sunday night. It's the
That
I think,
same
people
I,
are,
bullshit.
I think they
but
should have made Miami and Baltimore should have been Sunday night.
but you got the Buccaneers and Saints.
Yeah,
That's
but
a strong
Could
game.
be a Sunday night game. It's the same bullshit.
Ravens and
Buccaneers Cowboys.
Dolphins.
That Sunday game was horrible last Sunday game.
I
You should have.
suppose they ain't put
I know.
Bengals and Cowboys. Knowing them.
no,
Ah, boy.
not again.
Jerry they're putting a lot of money in this thing, you know.
Vicky.
Well, we have to we're gonna see everybody back on Saturday, but it's Thursday we look forward to for Thursday
Yep.
night football to hear about the Chargers and Chiefs, and then be back on Saturday to give our game picks, and then it's football Sunday and what that date is the 18th. I think it's the 18th. It
Yeah,
was
the
September 11th. Yeah, so the
Yeah.
18th we back on to watch some football, and then Sunday night, as usual, we'll be on. I don't know if we're gonna have shades on, we're gonna be shirtless, if everybody gonna be on,
I ain't coming out no jersey.
how kind of things about to be possible.
No question.
I'll be relaxed because my game until Monday.
No, I think
That's the beauty of having a show on Sunday night when you get all the emotions out, right? Let me just don't. I'm trying to stay calm. That's my new motto for the rest of the season. Keep calm.
You might have to get an edible partner.
You might have to send some dunk for me, 'cause I ain't 100% sure how I'm gonna walk this season here. But we're gonna check everybody back on Saturday for the game picks
Yes, sir.
and see how everything goes from there.
And recap Thursday night game.
And recap the Thursday.
All right. Bless.
All right, peace.